And he has a big old axe. They're going to be hanged, so he walks up.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 75 of Bards and Nobles, your friendly neighborhood actual play tabletop RPG podcast. Woohoo! I'm Brian the Dungeon Master, and tonight I'm joined by...
I'm Anthony Boyd playing Grits Grundell, a.k.a. Russell Crowe, the Aarakocra Bard Rogue.
I'm Trey O'Neill, and I'm pretty sure it's Episode 75.
What'd you say? I didn't even
7.5. Some people read that differently. So.
I'm Andrew Danon. I will be playing Elon Musket, the Warforged Gunsmith.
Aaron Williams playing Baron von Beauregard VI, the Human Ranger.
I'd like to take my introduction time, to point out the addition of the scenery I have here. This is going to be a board I'm going to use to track important things.
It's great radio.
Well, we're also on YouTube.
Go watch us on YouTube now.
This infographic, strangely enough, for all the podcast listeners, infographics don't help you. But this is more for Boyd's sake than the podcast anyways. So currently, so just to explain what I've got here, I've got centaurs at 0. That's our total centaurs in the picture. Got grits at 1. We discussed that number will probably change more than the centaurs. I expect that to go to 0 a lot. And we have current crab women total. So I'll be updating the board.
-0?
That's actually -0, yeah, because we have
there isn't
a
not
stark
crab women?
lack of crab women. It's
the diversity in this campaign.
Well, there was what he thought was a crab woman that he went up, and it's like, but it wasn't a crab woman to begin with.
That was a great introduction, Blake Harrison playing Kibe. Who's next?
Also, I feel like Boyd's done dumb stuff since the Centaur episode.
Well, yeah, that is true, but you
should put vampires in a bag. 1.
Well, yeah, let's add that real quick.
Deities stabbed.
And on to Charles.
Charles Nelson playing Max Stormblade, the human paladin.
All right. After intro to statistics, who wants to do the recap for us?
Who wants to, or who is
first?
going to?
Oh, I forgot.
We got shirts.
We got shirts.
Brian, Dungeon Master Extraordinaire, would you want to do the honors?
Sure.
These are from our good patron, Yinnie the Pooh.
Thank you so much for sending us this stuff. Yeah. Even though this package doesn't have my shirt.
That's fine.
God, you're so bitter.
All right.
Thank you.
There's no
so
notes
salty.
on whose is whose.
The guess by sizes.
Oh, this paper.
No, it's just the packing list.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
The packing list says there's some shirts in here,
We've
motherfucker.
got a dragon, size medium.
Yeah,
Charles.
that's going to be Charles.
Gotta be Charles, because it's black.
That's gotta be Brian's.
Bear, size large.
It's probably
I
Trey's.
think that's mine.
There you go.
That's probably Trey's.
That's pretty dope. It's a bear playing D&D.
That is awesome.
It's very racist of you.
I love it. This
Yinnie?
one's mine.
Yeah.
What is it?
Get my camera.
It's a unicorn behind a DM screen.
Yeah.
Dice flying out.
That's
like an
awesome.
amazing cape.
That's fucking
love
great.
it.
That's super dope.
It's an awesome shirt.
That is awesome, Yinnie. Oh, I can't wait for mine to
Mine's
come in
titled
now.
Suddenly Earthquake.
Nailed it.
Oh, he's flipping the table. Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
That's
How
great.
prophetic. Boom!
No.
All right, thank you. And again, that was from
Yinnie the Pooh.
favorite patrons, Yinnie. Thank you again so much for those. Anything else we want to get out of the way before we jump into tonight's episode?
The recap.
I'd like to get this board out of my way.
All right. So, last time on Bards and Nobles, we went over to the Prescott's house. They held a party. And
It was so dope.
Trey was like, I'm going to rob the Prescotts. And
Trey didn't do anything. Flint
was like, I'm going to rob the Prescotts. And everybody was like, bro, don't do that. And he was still like, I think I'm gonna, up until the point where it became really obvious that he shouldn't do that. And then he was like, I was never going to do that.
I definitely want him to do it. For the record.
If I had known what was going on, totally would have helped him.
Anyways,
I thought you did know what was
He
going on.
did.
the robbery was halted.
He was not paying attention.
Flint is actually held in suspicion because he attacked a guard in front of our lawful good paladin friend Max. So
Yeah, I
we'll
feel
see.
like-
We'll see how that plays out.
I like that you just putting on Max.
Max, deal with that. I want to remind you something that my character doesn't know about.
I feel like Grits' biggest downfall was the fact that he's like, hey, police officer, and looks at
Who's doing this recap?
Max. And Max is like,
Whose recap is this?
oh, I'm sorry.
left out
Maybe if
some
you did
stuff.
such a shitty job, I wouldn't have to fill it in.
He's recapping the recap.
Yeah. And so we will start off at the conclusion of the failed robbery with the people who tried to do the robbery.
tonight?
Not
False.
and that's where we start our episode. Brian, take it
He's
from
like,
here.
so Max and Flint are standing at the bottom of the stairs. No, they're not.
Max Stormblade exclaims, "Jacu!"
Brian, take it away.
We come at Flint's in jail. Max has chopped off his arm.
And that's the conclusion of the Dawnguard saga. Thank you for listening.
Good night, everybody.
We're all in jail.
No, we're gonna start off. It is now the morning after at the Beauregard residence. You guys have gone back to your guest house, dorm, whatever your sleeping arrangements are, and the dawn has already come. And
We must guard it.
Wait, we all came?
oh my gosh!
At the same time.
Can I add
Yeah,
something
all right.
to
So
the
two of you
scenery?
died in the night. No,
Which two?
we don't know yet. That's the mystery.
Oh, God, it's a locked room puzzle.
No, the residence is already busy with bustling servants moving and walking around. The busy sounds of morning are carrying through the air as everyone seems to be quick stepping on their way to the beginning of the festival called Hounds Call.
For our listeners, what does the beginning sounds of morning sound like?
Birds chirping and singing their merry song.
Bacon sizzling.
Yeah, the baker is walking around with his tray of hot buns, and
Yeah, the
there's
baker's
a young
bacon.
country girl singing about books or something. People
Happens every
are
morning.
going
Just Beauty and the Beast.
Weird ass morning.
morning village.
That girl is
sounds.
odd.
Those eggs are
Can I roll
expensive.
for-
Rewatch that movie.
They're too
Can
expensive.
I roll for Venusia doing the walk of shame?
Sure, go ahead.
Shame?
Roll a
Ain't no-
d20 and let's see what happens.
Ain't no shame in that walk. She's strutting.
Straight up D20 is a 10.
A 10. You guys left, or by the time you guys had left the party, they were already gone. Aside from Barnabas, the rest of the Shimmering Knights had to leave because they had an early warning, for they were participating in the Festival of Hounds Call.
She was still sticky, though.
She better be. I got tiny little turtles crawling around on my pubes.
That's how that works.
Okay.
Well, I can't get crabs.
You caught turtles?
Yeah, exactly.
I got turds.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I'm downstairs, all dressed up, ready to leave, but eating some breakfast if there is some prepared for me.
There's always breakfast prepared here at the Beauregard residence.
What you eating?
Even at night?
Yes.
What you eating under there?
What am I eating?
Yeah. Yeah, what are you eating?
Under there.
What is prepared for me? That is what I'm eating.
Why don't you tell us, Boyd?
Underwear.
Probably some scones, some tea.
Are you eating
And a bowl
both?
of Ligma.
Ligma.
Sure, why not?
Scones and Ligma. You jackass.
Can I get some up dog?
All right, it's on you guys. What are you doing?
I'd like to go down and get some breakfast, eat a couple of D's.
What are these?
Wow.
I bet you would.
Nuts.
Oh, he's licking his own nuts. All right.
I just walk downstairs and I see Baron like doubled over licking himself.
Yeah. Both him and the family dog are in the same position, just lapping it up.
Always
They go through a lot of peanut butter.
just this dude with his dick out in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's relevant. All right, this episode got weird.
Yeah, you go downstairs. Are you guys having a bowl together? Do you see each other? What
I'm
happens?
smoking a bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to play.
No, I get
Man, we're not even
Find a
10
goblin
minutes.
or something, guys.
I'm
We're not 10 minutes in and Brian's done.
piling on
Wait,
the
what are you gobbling?
sausage and the bacon and the pork cuts, and I'm chowing down.
All the
right.
cholesterol and blood pressure.
Please.
All right. Everyone else?
I am letting my wolf eat whatever he wants off Baron's plate.
I'm actively restraining that from happening.
I am actively trying to make that happen.
So you're shoving the wolf pup's face into
Give it. This is my food here.
I'm shoving Baron away from it.
What?
All right. Yeah, contested strength rolls. Or
I guess I need to do a
athletics
dex
checks.
check to see if I don't spill the sausage. I've got a plate of food. I don't want to spill it.
Put the sausage in your mouth, it won't fall.
Contested dex.
Just bite down on it.
Wait, am I
It
doing
won't go
dex?
anywhere. No, both of you are supposed to give me an athletics check.
Athletics?
He's like
Sounds
delicately
good.
handling sausage over there, so he's doing extra dex
10.
checks.
Disadvantage for how much sausage you have.
17.
17, what did you roll?
A 10.
Yeah, a plate full of sausages smack you in the face as you trying to wrestle Kibe off, trying to keep the dog away, trying to balance your sausages. Everything goes topsy-turvy, and the dog's eating sausage off your face now.
Did I fall on the ground?
You didn't fall. You stumbled a little bit.
Gotcha.
You took a knee.
I figured there was like some Scooby-Doo sound effects in there or something.
Your legs just go straight up. Just like a lone sausage.
The rest of
just
the Dawnguard walks in on this, and they see this scene ahead of them. There's lots of whoop, 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 and
just feeding my dog. Like normal.
I don't even bat an eyelash. Like, yeah, this seems right.
That seems normal.
I'm sure we
waiting-
all
I'm
like
waiting
gather
for-
around each other in the camera frame and just are laughing this off or something.
No.
Oh, like hold hands.
freeze frame, pan out, says Dawnguard. All right. Now we can
Thank you
start.
for being a friend.
I'm waiting for Flint to come down.
All right.
He doesn't.
There-
Grounded.
and that is the fate of Grit. He waits eternally.
You're like that dog that keeps going to the gravestone. I would like to seek out the eldest Beauregard.
All right.
Eldest living Beauregard. I need to clarify. Force turns into a
Find
whole,
Beauregard the first.
turns into a whole grave digging situation.
No, that would be Beauregard Sr., Baron's father. Because I think we established the grandfather's out of town with your.
Uh,
Yeah, he went to a
Why?
farm upstate.
yeah,
They went to the vacation home in the
sky?
Hamptones,
Yeah.
or whatever.
In the sky.
Hamp tones.
I think Grandpappy recently passed.
Did I say that?
In the last couple of years, Grandpappy passed.
Yeah. You
He
find
did.
that out talking to some of the servants, and you
I'm
also
like,
find
no.
out.
The oldest living one.
You also find out the fifth is currently already in attendance at the opening ceremony, which, through excited yet hushed whispers and chattering between the servants, you find out there's going to be a bonus execution today, as on top of
goody.
Ooh, you're trying to get us there.
on top of the opening ceremony.
How exciting!
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a dwarf buddy.
Yeah, it is.
Never seen that man before in my life.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, that's exciting. Where would I find Mr. Beauregard?
At the ceremony.
He's at the ceremony?
He literally
oh,
just told
okay.
you.
The execution.
Those were the words out of his
You got to
mouth.
recap that recap?
I didn't know you said that he was going to be there.
No, yeah, he's already there.
Oh, the fifth. Okay, I thought you were talking about the kid because he's got a son.
No, he's
Here.
the sixth.
No,
He's
it
the
goes,
sixth.
no,
All
it
right.
goes to the lower. You can only have.
Yeah.
Start
Are we
at,
counting
like,
down?
10, yeah.
Is your lineage counting down?
To the last Beauregard. No, okay. I forgot that he was the sixth.
Yeah.
Will you write this out for me? You
Boy,
Yeah.
Can you beer me
sport?
that too?
And also give me a beer.
I'm probably going to double fist those.
Okay, so noticing that this way is blocked, I head down to the kitchen.
Yeah, you see Grits waiting longingly for you. He looks up at the stairs and your eyes meet. Everything seems to hush in the background.
I had the time of my life. I sing at the top of the stairs.
Grits, you see Flint coming down the stairs.
I'm like,
I'm also
Are you
walking.
ready in action to do what?
I'm just waiting to talk to him.
Thanks for the
All right.
clarification.
Hey, Flint, you mind if we have a conversation?
We can have a conversation.
I mean, away from, other people.
Yeah, but I'm gonna write it down.
I'm pretty sure this Blake guy's gonna follow us.
The scribe and disenchantment.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Is anyone else around us? Can we go?
You guys moved away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys found a private room,
like-
private side room. Looks like it was some type of dining room. It's just off to the side, a tertiary dining room.
Okay, it's like, hey man, what the hell was that at the party last night?
Something I was trying to get you involved in, and you wanted to argue with me about waiting somewhere for half a second, so it didn't really work out.
I mean, you could have just told me what was going on, wrote it down, passed me a note, something.
I don't, dude. You gotta roll with me on some stuff.
If those dudes were amateurs,
Yeah. Well, I think we could have made it work, but it's fine.
well, definitely. If you'd come up and be like, "Hey, we're trying to do whatever the job was," yeah, I definitely could have helped you out. But
Well, it's gonna go.
involving those guys, well, I mean, they're gonna die, but
Yeah, it was pretty much destined to go sideways. I was just along for the ride anyway, so it's fine.
all right.
No blood, no foul. A little bit of blood, a little bit of foul.
No,
I thought you said no Boyd.
no
Boyd, no foul.
I was like, so I gotta get some new armor and some equipment before we head out. You would go with me, or
Since I got you here, don't lie to me anymore.
listen, man. I didn't know what was gonna happen. All I know is they couldn't get in that bubble. I didn't want you traveling outside of that bubble to fight an army of ghosts. I sent the ranger after him because that's kind of what he does.
I was sent.
Voluntold.
You're not here.
I thought for sure he'd be able to catch him. I'm sorry, man. I just didn't. As someone who's done plenty of stupid things, aka charging into a dozen lot of centaurs, I didn't want to see you charging into a bunch of ghosts. I'm glad Madison's back. I have no idea how that's how that happened, but I'm glad, and I am sorry.
Just it wasn't your choice to make.
I got you, and from here on out,
Right.
promise.
All right.
Even bird hand.
I try to figure out how to touch his bird hand. Shake it.
Oh, you're familiar with birds? You love birds.
Gently caress.
Not ones with hands. Sure. I reach for his foot because that's how I know how to shake a bird's hand.
I shake it with my foot.
You hold out a finger, ask him to hop up on your finger.
Yeah, I keep pushing my finger into his chest, trying to get him to perch on my finger.
I do it.
All right. While Flint and Grits are off in a dark room together, what are the rest of you guys doing?
There's I heard news of an execution.
Yeah, you're just talking to one of the random servants, or you're talking to them, the Dawnguard, each other.
I'm asking, did I hear this news?
To me,
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
asking you. I did?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, guys, looks like there's going to be an execution. We shouldn't be late to that.
I'm not.
talk of the estate.
It is going to
Aaron
be an
just
exciting
jumps
endeavor.
in the car and goes, "Where's this train going?"
An execution, you say?
Yeah. So
Plot
Baron's
point, you say.
Next
Baron's
plot point, please.
pretty excited about the execution. He's
Goddamn
eating.
psycho.
He got another plate of breakfast and he's eating that, and he gets ready and he gets pumped to go to this execution.
I say,
You're just psyched to watch
Oh,
someone die.
you got me a plate now. And I grab that.
Yes, Kibe. Eat
I
up.
rejoin the kitchen.
Ready
to
your
get some
breakfast. I'll get another plate.
I don't eat bacon. I'd throw it on the floor.
I don't know. One of you,
Your manners.
over the course of breakfast, either Baron explains and then kind of interjection from some of the servants and workers of the house. Executions are kind of a big deal in Gardoon.
Woo! Party!
It's not they're not a bad thing per se, but it is kind of a event that everyone kind of enjoys. Because usually if someone gets executed, they usually deserve it.
I ask one of the servants who's being executed and why.
Baron.
They say, let's see. He doesn't know exactly who, but he heard through his cousin, who is a gardener for one of the other families, that some interlopers had broken into the Prescott estate at some point over the night, and they'll be executed. They're being judged to the full extent of the law, which is execution.
Old tribbles.
Executions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at Shrimp with a very worried expression on my face and say, I think they're going to kill you.
Why do you think that?
The servant looks. I was like, well, why would they do that?
I just turn around and walk away.
I don't think Kibe knows anything about that.
I was like creating the scene. I was like watching you walk up the stairs. I was the only one looking in your direction.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you made eye contact with you a couple times.
Okay.
I was like, I don't care anything to see about someone's life being ended like that publicly, unless I'm doing the killing. I'm gonna need some new armor and some new stuff because we gotta head back to Sedleo like ASAP.
Who are you talking to?
Everybody, the whole group.
Okay.
All the people.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was me or what.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Wait, so you don't want to go see them?
You don't want to go see this? It's going to be great entertainment.
Not really.
I mean, how's it done? Is it like, does he get to fight for his life, or?
Injection.
Huh.
How's it going to be done, Brian? How's it done?
Injected with a sword.
Steel injection.
It's the fourth month of the year, and the sons are in the third house, so it's hangings. This week.
Where's the fun in that?
I think
How
about it,
boring.
he should be hanged. I believe.
The dwarfs weigh enough to be hung?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit. Small but dense.
I need to resupply because most of my supplies are in that boiling mud pit. So I'm gonna resupply up and
Just
wait to
give
head
a
back
list to
Sid.
the servants. One of the servants can take care of that. Don't miss this entertainment, man.
How is this entertainment?
Have you never been to an execution?
I've executed
killed people.
plenty of people.
Have you never attended an event?
He held an execution at the trial episode.
Yes. You participated in an execution. You understand the entertainment value.
I mean, I've killed a guy, but like, he could have fought back. I mean, just hanging a dude. Where's the fun in that?
What are you talking about, man? Everyone turns out for an execution. This is going to be the event of the year.
Sounds like cowards ending life.
Okay, man. If you think justice being served is cowardice,
Yeah.
you
Sounds
have
like
a weird view of justice, sir. And I walk away from this conversation. I get ready to leave.
Okay.
Pumped.
I'm going shopping.
All right.
I'll go shopping.
Shopping montage.
All right. So, I mean, three more people need to tell me what they're doing.
Oh, I'm going with Baron von Aaron.
Okay.
Write it down.
I put on my armor and grab my gear and stuff and prepare to go along.
So an hour and a half later.
You want to join us?
I'll
Surely you don't want to see this.
I'll attend the execution just to see if something goes astray.
Okay.
All right.
yeah, I'll grab all my gear and I'll go with Baron too. Just
Okay.
stick to most of us
Certainly,
together.
you wouldn't want to just strangely avoid a plot point for a shopping montage.
No, man, I really need armor. My AC is very low right now.
Yeah, just give it to a servant. They can handle it.
No.
He wants to pick his
okay.
armor.
I need good armor. I need that good.
Gotcha.
I got money to spend. I want to spend it. I don't care about this guy getting killed. I've killed dozens of people.
Yeah, but if you hung
As
anybody,
I'm walking with Grits the other direction, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah. No, it's in the exact same direction.
Okay.
It's being held in the town square, and that's where most of the shops are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to be closed.
why not both?
They're
Not
definitely
avoiding
closed.
it.
They're definitely closed. You're not shopping.
Remember when you guys did walk in, they were boarding up a lot of the buildings and like creating like pathways and stuff because as part of the Hounds Call, large wild beasts are essentially set loose in the city.
I didn't know that. So this is like running of the bulls type shit.
It's very similar.
Running of the hounds.
I don't think if we had an explanation of what the Hounds Call is.
No.
Okay. All
You
right.
guys took it in stride and kept going.
All right.
Like, nope, that's legit.
It's a two-way conversation.
You know what? Fair enough.
It's also very likely that I would just miss what the thing was you explained. So
That would have been the perfect time to ask about beasts, though.
Ooh, what kind of beasts are they?
I've called plenty of hounds. I also text with them.
I always ask who let these hounds out.
All right. So
Please take us away from this.
Next block point, please.
the four of you arrive at, I guess, where the Beauregard family gets a special seat.
Our box.
Yeah, you have a box seat for the execution.
Just a bunch of peons underneath it holding it up.
You
I'm
have,
going to try to find.
you have the
Beauregards.
crowd,
I'm gonna
right?
try to catch up with them.
Yeah,
I
there's the
imagine you have
crowd.
the square. You have the crowd, and then you have
Right.
people who can afford it to rent the hotel so that they can watch from comfort.
Yeah, there's
and
elevated
balconies and
positions
stuff
for you
like
guys
that.
to
Yeah.
sit. And then there's the main gallows where you see Tybalt and his three the other dwarves that were with him.
10.
You tell me, Brian.
Well, they caught 4 of them. So
I always thought it was 7. There's Sleepy, Tybalt, Grouch.
You say Grandpa?
So you catch up to where Papa Beauregard's at, and your mom's there, and your son and his friends aren't in the box because they're going to get ready for the beginning of the ceremony, and the hanging is going to be the kickoff for the ceremony.
Fantastic.
For the hunt. As the executioner, who's clad in super typical executioner garb, just had a black hood, and he has a big old axe. They're going to be hanged, so he walks up.
Just strictly intimidation.
Ceremonial axe.
He uses the axe to cut the rope. Come on, guys.
Plot twist, he's saving them.
He walks up, and there's a man speaking, addressing the crowd, basically announcing their crimes, attempting to, or conspiring to thieve from the Prescotts, and admitting to the crimes. And you can see all 4 dwarves are very stubborn, as dwarves are. And
I take offense to that.
they're yelling and fighting against their restraints.
What are they yelling, Brian?
Mostly dwarvish insults and curses.
Such as?
I don't know, man. I don't speak Dwarvish. It's very guttural language that I haven't picked up yet.
I do, but what do they say?
Anyways,
Moving along.
so finally the guy who's addressing the crowd, who, Elon, you actually recognize last night at the party when you ran across the gnome with the Warforged.
Yeah.
They are talking to the guy who's talking to everyone right now.
Yeah, it's Prescott Senior or whatever.
No, it's
I
not.
thought that's who it was.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
You just recognize it as the same guy.
Oh, okay.
We gotta start asking names.
And so, but I mean, if you wanted to press for more information or ask another party member or someone who's from the city, I don't want to guide you. I'm just saying, there's ways to get information. So he asked the 4
Tell us
dwarves.
more about these ways.
We torture him.
He asked the 4 dwarves. He's like, "So, any last words for the people?" And they again continue with the curses. Tybalt looks up. You guys still walking around the city, or did you get there by now?
I did not head this way because this is what I was avoiding.
I am there, but I make myself scarce. I'm not in the front of the box.
So y'all split up?
Yeah, and I said I was like, I got to go keep an eye on this, and then I went to follow you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I am purposely not standing close enough to see out of the box.
Out of the box.
All right.
Right.
So wait, you can't see what's going on?
I mean, I can hear it.
All right. He
I assume there's a
kinda-
buffet or something that I'm snack on.
Sure. Through busted lips and black swollen eyes, he's kind of like grinning, and you can tell he's like scanning the crowd, right? And he's just looking around. And so the guy who was announcing and asked for the last words, he says, "So be it, and go." And so the executioner walks up with his giant axe, and he like cuts a giant rope. The floor falls out from beneath them, and they all begin hanging. At the last second, as their life is draining from their squirming.
Wait,
hanging
I want to place a
bodies.
bet. I want to place a bet with
Uh-huh.
Max about
Okay.
which one dies first.
Okay.
Or no.
Jesus.
Which one dies first and which one dies last? Do you want to place a bet?
No.
No?
No, I'm not going to bet on
Elon,
who
bet
dies
me.
first.
I bet you Tybalt dies last. I bet you 50 gold.
I love how Baron this whole day is like, oh, I can't do drugs. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Whoa, you
He's
talking
all
about
like-
he did drugs in front of a child.
That's true.
Anytime it's legal, it's okay. Morality is based on legality.
Rule of law. All right, so you guys making it better now because these guys are strong.
I'm not.
I'm trying
It's getting
to.
close to.
I
I'm
bet
not.
eBay.
50
Not
gold
interested.
for Grandpappy's rifle.
What? I'm not betting Grandpappy's rifle. I'll bet you 50
Coward.
gold encounter.
No.
A 50 gold
50
encounter.
gold's worth more than that.
As Flint says, coward.
All
You see
right.
Tybalt looks up, he's looking at the Beauregard
Anyways.
box, and like he breaks free with one of his hands, and he just kind of points, and he points up at the box, and then he's whispering something. He's trying to say something, but it's not audible from where you guys are at. But you can see the announcer guy. He steps closer, and he rushes up, and he like peeks his head forward, and then he looks back at the box. For the record, let's see.
12 centaurs.
Tybalt was the last one to die.
He was?
Yeah.
I told you.
I was rolling.
I won
his
I
Grand
wish you had taken me on that. I wish you had taken me on that bet, Max.
You should have taken me on. You have 50 gold right now.
I would have, but it's a much more valuable rifle than 50
Okay,
gold.
so you guys digest that. Grits. You're noticing most places are closed down. It's like a religious holiday here. Everything's closed down. Everything's boarded up and locked up or whatever, but everything's also unattended.
Unattended, you say?
Damn it. After you watch some people get hanged for thievery.
I didn't watch that.
You can only teleport right now.
I'm a much better thief than they are too. What's hold on.
I'm just saying, I would be a bad DM. I would be remiss if I didn't let you know all the pertinent details.
How close am I to
You can thieve, but only right now.
Weidenfelds?
That's going to be closer to where everyone else is at.
Draw attention.
What about
I mean, you're like probably like 30 minutes away.
what about La Pucelle?
The jeweler,
La Pucelle is the tailor.
the tailor. Oh,
Weidenfelds is the
or, yeah.
diamonds.
You can steal a suit.
The tailor.
Bitch, I might.
Give me a
You got a free suit the other night.
D100.
Yeah, we can get all the free suits you want.
Grits is going to be hanged.
24.
24 minutes away.
Too lazy.
I mainly just wanted to avoid
Gotcha.
the executions, avoid
All right.
that. I'm gonna find a perch. Like, do I see like a good like travel lane where people are gonna be traveling down? Like for
you
the
see one and you realize you're standing in the middle of it. As you feel at first the rumbling as you hear loud, I don't know, like stampeding of animals, and like easily a block, 2 blocks away, animals are coming your direction.
Yeah, I'm flying up, finding a good spot just to sit and watch at this point.
Okay. Again, when I described the city, like the lower and the middle district, when you first came, there's a lot of covers and like canopies and things like that. So it's kind of, you don't have free reign to just fly up and position everywhere. It's kind of difficult to navigate around. You have to like jump here, climb up a little bit, jump and fly a little bit there.
Okay.
But you get out of the way.
I'm not just finding a spot to sit and watch. Then I'm
Okay.
done. And I'll gather up the rest
All right.
afterwards.
As you watch for a little bit, you see a number of like large dire wolves just bounding through the streets, and then you see one of the other groups of hunters that was at the party last night. So a group of humans who have like scale and lizard / dragon themed armor. They call themselves the Dragoneers. They're kind of like working in tandem with their rifles, and they're like taking down a wolf and running up and like tagging it with their flag, and then they're just doing that, chasing the wolves.
Are that the only team I see going through this?
Yeah, in this street.
Okay.
All right. Everyone else back at the execution. The 4 dwarves are dead. You see the announcer, the guy who's addressing the crowd. He's going and talking to some other nobles and officials, and every now and then he just kind of casually looks up and over at the Beauregard box.
The executioner does, or
Oh no, not the executioner. The guy who's
Announcer.
talking. Executioner. He's, I don't know, sharpening his axe.
Sounds about right.
It's named Delilah, and he loves it.
Mm-hmm.
I go talk to Mr. Beauregard.
Okay.
What would you like to say?
What
to
do you?
me?
Yeah,
Okay,
what do you say to him?
all right.
You guys are in the same box. I mean, he doesn't like pay you any special attention. You walk up to him, but he doesn't like tempt you or anything.
Oh, I just kind of said to I believe I have a debt to pay to you.
He looks up at you and he says, "Yes, you do."
I was like, I like to settle debts quickly.
All right. And he says, "Baron, son, come here."
I come here.
He says, "We have a hunt in 2 months. Will you be attending?"
That depends on my duties to the king. I mean, as a Dawnguard, I don't get to choose my schedule.
Sure.
Vacation days are terrible with Dawnguard.
He says, "Well,
Benefits suck.
your friend here is inquiring about his debt to me,
Yes?
and in payment, I would like him to attend the hunt with us."
Oh, just
Okay.
make you call up all the animals so you can kill them.
Make you turn into an
He's
animal.
like,
Shoot
is that satisfactory?
Oh, what do I need to do?
I need to know if you'll be there before I can tell you that.
I mean, I can be there, sure.
Then it's done. That's your debt to me.
To attend?
Yes.
He's gonna hunt you.
you get hunted.
This is the most dangerous game. You played yourself. He's hunting you. What's better? The most ferocious animal is one that can turn into multiple animals.
He says, "Find your voice, boy. What do you say?"
Oh, I said yeah. I already said sure.
All right, then we're done here.
Called you boy.
Racist.
No, wait, it's the life of a debtor. All right. I may or may not return.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I'm partaking in the buffet that was mentioned. I ate breakfast, and now it's time to eat buffet.
Sure. Second breakfast.
Second
Don't forget
breakfast.
11sies.
I pointed to Baron. Shouldn't we be getting back to the king with our shards?
We should, but we're not all collected here. Grits is not among us. We can't leave until then. I mean, I'm with you. This is an urgent matter, and I'm all for getting back to Sedleo. But do we have a way to locate our missing ally?
I reach out with our telepathy and I say,
Do we have a way? Yeah, we do.
Are you
in range?
Are you still shopping? Where are you at?
No response.
Okay, I guess he's out of range. He's
Am
got
I-
no service.
Am I on the top, or am I still covered up by some
You're on the
canopy?
bottom.
How hig'd you go?
Follow me.
I mean, if you were watching, then no, you're not on the top.
Okay, I'm just sitting there watching it.
Yeah,
Never mind.
you're over on I don't know.
Baker Street.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Good call.
Well, I'm sure he was going to go shopping and then return to your
I doubt
abode.
he'll find any open shops this day.
Well, once he figures that out, I bet he'll be back at your place. We should probably go back and pack it in.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
not
know
how
why
grits
I don't
works.
know why he set out on that. Servants could have easily taken care of that. Anyways, yeah, let's regroup at
At the Beauregard
my residence, and we can set out from there.
Did I
Sounds like
see?
a plan. Wait, were we not gonna watch the Hounds
Execution.
Call? Or was that not right after the execution?
Oh yeah, it's happening right now.
So, like, what do I see when I look down from the box?
I mean, you saw the 3 teams of hunters and then you saw like multiple kennels of different animals. One kennel had like large giant wolves. One had large dire boars. Another one had. One sec. The other one had like giant toads, and they released them, and then the hunters all like waved and like was playing to the crowd and everything, and then they went off after them, and then after that they were kind of out of your view because there's it goes all throughout the city.
How's the 7th doing? Have I seen any action from him?
He looked like he was really playing up the crowd, and he caught the attention of like a group of girls or whatever, and so he was over there like talking to them, chatting with them, and he like casually went down his lane.
Gotcha.
A different hunting for women.
Yeah.
Women wasn't the word I was going to use. Good
Like
Charles.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's how polite of you.
Did I see the young Baron?
No,
Okay.
you saw the Dragoneers.
They were the only ones that came down the path. Like, there's no one coming. Okay. I was going to bardically inspire young Baron.
You see.
Cast hold person on him so he fails.
No, I was actually going to help him.
Have you moved from your spot, or you're staying in the same area?
I'm just walking around trying to see different ones, see what's going on.
Okay. Down one of the paths, you see. You catch up to where the Dragoneers are hunting some of the wolves, and it looks like in different areas they release more or bigger animals the closer to the city gates you get, because it looks like the path leads from like the center of the city, the way the dedicated lanes are for the different animals, from the center of the city to each of the 3 gates, and it looks like the Dragoneers are kind of squared off with like 2 rather large gorillans, which are like 4-armed white-furred gorillas, and like they're like throwing random debris at them, and they've taken cover and taken pot shots at them right now. So you can only assume that in the other parts of the city, the hunters are dealing with other animals as well.
Okay, I try to hop over and try to find one of the other teams.
Okay, so you're just navigating the city.
Yeah.
All right, and what are the rest of you guys doing?
With my urchin feature, I can do that at full speed.
Right.
You need to know.
No, I would agree in a normal setting, but I mean, this is like in the middle of like Mardi Gras. There's like partying and like people, crowds of people, like that's still.
But the book says.
I got you. He's with you. You tell me what he's doing. Is he still in the bag? At this point, he can't fully get in the bag now. His head's always kind of like out.
Oh, kid.
Yeah, no, he's like howling, and I think he could smell the other dire wolves, so I got him all worked up.
Okay.
He's leashed off.
All right.
He's like
He's
out.
kind of whimpering because now he's like heard the other dire wolves and he's heard shots too, and he's been privy to like the same type of gunshots that both Elon and Baron had.
He starts
The
growling.
one that
at,
ended his mom's
Baron.
life.
Exactly. Oh yeah, he's whimpering hardcore now. He's trying to hide in the bag, but he's so big now he can't get his head down in there.
Okay. I'm like just feeding him stuff from the buffet.
All right.
Tell me, what things are you feeding him?
Scrimps.
Mostly shrimp. Still mad at them. Feeding him.
Saving the apples, of course.
Yeah, no
Naturally,
apples.
apples are for everyone.
Feeding him some dog kibble. They have a lot of that in stock. Strangely enough, I don't know.
Gotcha.
It's a weird buffet. Feeding him some sausages. I'm feeding him a bunch of bread pudding.
This dog is gonna get sick.
Yeah, he's pretty much filled the bag with dog shit.
If you want to detox him, you want to give him a full vegetarian diet, so he gets healthier.
Wait, what?
I don't think that's
Don't
worked
do
for dogs.
He's gonna. Yeah, I give him a bunch of chocolate, and onions, and grapes.
Chocolate and grapes.
We taught this lion to eat
All right,
tofu.
so what are you guys doing? Everyone's just watching Kibe feed just obnoxious amounts of other food that's not direwolf food to the direwolf.
I finally just realized that Kibe doesn't want the pup for the pup. He wants the pup for the poo. And that's why he's just... It's his own poo factory.
It's an interesting analysis. Does it come out on ticker tape? Or
No.
you just thinking that to yourself?
I was just thinking that.
Okay.
If he's thinking it, I hear it. And I'm like, well, you're not wrong.
All right. I mean, so at this point, it's really you guys have just been standing around eating and watching the backs of the Beauregard Senior and Senior Rita.
I'd like it to go up to Pappy and Mommy and talk to them and let them know that unfortunately we cannot dally any further. We are on urgent business for the king, and we must return to Sedleo.
All right. He says, "Okay, off you go then."
So, I fully expect the 7th to uphold the honor of the family in this tournament, and I look forward to reading your letters about his performance.
Get some hate mail.
He kind of nods, and then the mom, she's like, "Of course, honey. We'll keep you up to date, and we'll let you know how he does. I'm so proud of him.
How he dies?
How he does.
You know how he died.
That was wishful thinking.
Baron Senior's just going to have him knocked out.
I give Mommy a hug, and
Daddy a kiss.
and I shake Pappy's hand.
Sure. He shakes it back.
All right. All right, fellas, y'all ready
Head back to the
to
residence.
retrieve our belongings and our mounts and head back to Sedleo,
Yep, I'm ready.
leaving Grits behind?
Dead.
Well, we can keep an eye out for Grits as on our way back.
All right.
What are you doing, Grits? Are you still navigating the city trying to find other groups of hunters?
Fucking man, I get tired of this shit. I climb to the top and I just fly back to Beauregard's place.
I would like to talk to Mr. Beauregard.
So you stay?
Yes,
All right.
Mr. or Miss?
both.
Umami.
Who does the ledgers?
Oh, that would be Mr. Beauregard.
They have servants for that.
Yeah, he tells the servant to do that, I'm sure.
I'm going to try to work out a deal with him to open up trade routes down to Topanos.
Okay. Like, how do you approach this conversation? Because, like, he's sitting down with his wife and they're both looking forward.
With a handful of shrimp. And be like,
Alright.
these are disgusting. And I
So-
throw them on my mouth.
All right.
You throw them on what?
My mouth.
In your mouth.
He throws them in his mouth.
Oh, okay. I
In
thought you said you
Beauregard's
throw
mouth or your mouth?
I take one and I put it in Penelope's
Cleavage.
Gardunia's. Whatever her name is.
There's Miss
He
Gar-
says, he
Madam
looks over and he says,
Puts it on her tongue.
he says, I told you I've never been a fan of those.
Well, if you want the sweetest crab meat you've ever eaten in your life, you need to open up a trade route. It'll be quite the good financial endeavor for you.
He says, to the other side of the kingdom.
Correct. Where do you get your shrimp from?
I don't see no water around here, homie.
These are the freshwater shrimp of
These are crawfish.
Shrimp from the Black Steps.
You'll be surprised at how long the crab from the Savage Coast, particularly our area of the Savage Coast, stay fresh.
He says, well, I know our chef has open lines of communication with some of the fishermen from Kingsford and the river that they pull from.
You're getting river crab? Disgusting. And I vomit.
He looks unfazed and he waves his finger and somebody comes and mops it up.
I tell him, just send a courier down south to my town. Tell them that I sent you, and they'll give you fair deals.
Give me a persuasion check.
Cool.
Does he get advantage because he's courtier?
I think you add your proficiency to that, don't you?
he adds his wisdom modifier instead of his charisma.
Well, on top of my charisma.
Instead.
Is it instead?
I don't know.
I thought it just gave you proficiency to it.
If you multiply your d20 by 10 and then subtract
200.
Wow.
Oh yeah, technically I can choose my wisdom modifier instead of my charisma, and it adds proficiency.
All right, so what do you choose?
I choose.
I choose charisma,
Uh-huh.
and I roll a 9.
He looks down. He looks you in the eye and looks at you up and down, and he says, "I'll think about it."
And I vomit again.
All right. Did you guys all leave, or Baron? Did you stop when?
I walked out the door.
Yeah, I started getting ready to leave. I thought everybody was behind me.
All right, gotcha. So
I
you
was
didn't see
mistaken.
I pull out the scrap of Grandpappy's handkerchief and blot the vomit off of my mouth and stuff it back in my pocket and walk off.
All right. As you walk away, you notice that he's kind of looking back at you, and for the first time today, he looks, I don't know, not quite fully perturbed, but definitely.
He's like, wait, that motherfucker got that.
He looks out of his element for the first time. He's just like almost like he's disturbed.
So you got it.
Catch up.
Go vomit again. You can push him over the edge.
I go back.
Just as you guys are walking up to the Beauregard residence, you guys have nailed down your timing because you've been a band for a while, and descending from the skies is Grits. He just
Caw, motherfuckers!
Yep, that's it. That's how I do it. So, everyone get hanged
yours?
appropriately?
Did you get your shopping done?
Oh, no, it was never about the shopping. You guys ready to leave?
Don't you need to be resupplied?
No, we can do that, said Leo.
Okay.
And he was never heard from again.
I say yes. Your buddy's got.
I'm ready to go.
Wasn't my buddies, but as long as no one got ID'd, then everything's fine.
What do
And
you
that
mean?
may have happened as well. They were pointing at us a lot.
What do you wait?
saw
What do y'all
that,
mean
right?
ID?
Well, they were pointing at. Well,
Then we need to get the fuck out of here now.
What are y'all talking about?
Were you the only one
you
not
not
paying
privy to
attention to what happened last night?
no, he was in the zone. He was like, he said he was partying the whole time.
All right, let's just
I
get
got
out.
real drunk.
Let's just get out of here and we'll talk about it tonight.
on the way to Sad Leo.
Yeah, let's get the
Back
fuck
to
out
the
of here.
Spire.
All right,
Let's mount up.
everybody
move
saddles up.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody rides out.
I do not get Barnaby this time. I get a different goat.
Okay.
I'll let Barnaby stay back at the residence, and I get a different goat named Nathan.
Does anyone else know it's a different goat, or does it look the exact same?
It looks completely the same. It's just another white goat.
Sure.
Why is it gonna be white, Aaron?
I'd like to roll to see if I notice the goat's difference based on my.
Sure.
I don't. 3.
Okay.
I
To
guess-
you, pretty much all
6.
goats look the same.
Oh, yeah.
You have same face goat syndrome. Same goat face syndrome.
It only applies to goats.
Yeah. All right, so you guys ride out and you hit the road, and there's actually a road between Gardoon and Sedleo,
Sweet.
and it's actually getting a little bit of attention and care to it. Like, there's some parts that are actual causeways where it's kind of elevated with like stone or whatever. Just ever since Baron was inducted into the Dawnguard, a road has been established, and Sedleo basically gives a little more attention to wherever the Dawnguard are from. And that's one of the reasons why people vie for that position is their cities kind of get a little more care and attention.
Ooh.
So the road is even the road leaving out of here is a little nicer than you remember it.
Finally, some bonus.
Yes, I do get a boner.
All right, and on that note, we're gonna end the session.
Way to make it awkward.
Telling you I've had a boner.
Mark it on the board.
For
One
even
boner.
more awkwardness, do we have any fan mail to read?
We got some fan mail. So this is from Rachel. Dear BNN, this is an official test that you will read whatever is written to you per claims made upon your podcast. The test will commence. Hip Hop Scat Picnic. This concludes the test.
What?
Seriously, thank you guys
Thanks,
for
Rachel.
endless content and making Mondays just better in general. I can't wait for the day I can get my pledge back up on Patreon because supporting you guys is like supporting my own dice habit.
Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
What's hip hop scat?
That was
No, it's a hip hop scat picnic. It's an
Yeah.
event.
Google it.
It's in the local section of Craigslist.
Keep up the awesome stuff, guys. I really appreciate it. So her favorite character was Baron, so I'm pretty sure she was paid off. She's from the Gump, Montgomery.
Nice.
Just to clarify, we said we would read anything that's on an iTunes review. So write whatever you want there and give us 5 stars, and we'll read it.
No, I'll read anything, and I will wear any shirt you send me.
We're cheap dates. We'll do anything.
I will have sex with Aaron.
Thank you so much for writing in, Rachel.
That has
Speaking
no
of
context.
that,
Thank you, Rachel.
speaking of
There's
that,
no point in treading on old ground.
we just came back from Golden Triangle Comic-Con in Columbus, Mississippi, and you know what? It was a really small con and kind of driving out to Mississippi. Mississippi's the only state that Alabama can make fun of. And so
No, man, there's
we can make
Florida.
fun of Arkansas.
And Florida.
Yeah, there's definitely Florida.
Mississippi's the easiest target.
Are we gonna step over Arkansas for real?
I mean, yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah, that's what you do with Arkansas.
Ew. Just don't want to get any of it on me.
No
But
point in punching down.
we were heading down there, and we actually had a really good time. Golden Triangle was really well organized.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. We got to meet some listeners, and we hopefully made a few new ones. And if you're listening right now, thank you for checking us out.
Like made them from craft time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of Montgomery, River Region Comic Con will be happening in March of next year, and we've been invited to that. And that is in
sweet.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, Rachel, if you're not there, I'm gonna be really sad.
Rachel, if you're not there, we disown you as a fan. That's not true. We're not gonna do that.
We love you, Rachel.
I had to take that back immediately.
Speaking of Rachel, which leads us into our patrons.
Segways.
Yay! We'd like to thank Austin, Brett, Trevor, and Tarken. They're our highest level patrons currently. We really appreciate you guys. And we also really appreciate the rest of our patrons. We're really psyched that you guys support us in doing this. You guys helped us buy these new mics, which have been pretty awesome.
And shock mount.
We got some shock mounts now, so hopefully the barreling into the mic stands will not be as aggressive sounding.
Thank you guys so much for helping us
Thank
out
you,
and
really.
supporting us.
Can you hear this?
It blows
Yes.
our minds that
You
y'all
still
do
hear it,
anything
Boyd?
for us. Y'all send us dice. Y'all send us t-shirts.
Yeah,
Coffee.
Y'all send us
Y'all send us coffee.
You help us buy beer.
Yeah.
Y'all are awesome.
Bottle
Y'all are
openers.
awesome, and it's fantastic
Coasters.
talking
Yep.
to you guys in the Discord.
I bought a
Discord's
house
been
because
awesome.
of you.
Wow.
I don't know. That's a wild
Very
claim.
small house.
Guys, I think Blake is skimming money out of the fund.
Every
How's that
time,
even possible?
Birdhouse. Gotcha.
every time we make a transaction, I take the leftover cents.
No, the fraction of a second.
Is it Office Space or Superman 3?
Superman 3 for sure.
If you'd like to join the ranks of our patrons, go to patreon.bardsnobles.com. Like we mentioned, we've got the Discord server set up, starting at the $2 level, which has actually been amazing. I've really
really
been
has.
enjoying
So
interacting
good.
with the fans and the patrons.
Check out our food porn channel.
We
destroyed it
do
today
have a
with
food
bot.
porn channel now. It's not like regular porn; it's like food. So don't get
Do not invest.
Porn
The
that's not
bots are
porn with
taking
food,
over.
It's just really good looking porn.
Yeah.
I mean, food. It's really good looking food. Wrong Discord channel.
And if you'd like to rock some Bards Nobles swag outside of the awesome rewards that we have for our patrons, go to shop.bardsnobles.com. We've got t-shirts, koozies, onesies, snatchels, whatever. And we really thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you guys so
Fuck
much.
yourself.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!